Good day. I'm Madonna F. Andrada from the Philippines, together with Ivan Kurt Russell B. Alparo and Jerin A. Cruz, would like to present our research entitled Facility Management System Improvement of the Philippine National Railways. The purpose of this study is to improve the facility management system of the PNR, wherein a combination of different knowledge with regards to the field of specialization of the researchers had taken place to resolve certain issues. Public transportation nowadays is a big help, not only for their daily lives, but also for our environment. Some benefits of public transportations may include saving money, improving health, cleaning the environment, and reducing traffic congestions. Using public vehicle is a good for the environment. It will reduce the number of cars that will travel on a daily basis because public vehicles could accommodate more people than in a private vehicle. So this is according to US Environmental Protection Agency 2011. In the Philippines, public land transportation found are the buses, jeepneys, metered taxis, van, motorized tricycles, multicabs, and pedicabs. And the famous and unique public transportation is the jeepney. So with the tricycle, which are motorcycles that have sidecar attached to it and known for short trips for they can only go around in town. In the National Capital Region alone, jeepneys consist of 384,522 units, UBs has 6,000 units, and tricycle and pedicabs has 200,000 units. This is according to the BU 2015. In Metro Manila, trains are considered as the best vehicle for mass transportation, especially when you are relying on the speed because trains has only rails that they will follow and has no traffic to experience. As observed by the researchers, many commuters tend to ride in the rail transits in order to reach their destinations in time and for them to have the traffic to avoid traffic congestions. There are three rail transit in Metro Manila, namely the LRT, the MRT, and the PNR. The route of PNR is from Tutuban, Manila to Calamba, Laguna, that consists of 26 stations. Many commuters are now choosing to ride the train because there's no need to spend much money for a taxi if you could ride in a PNR. The good thing of using PNR this time is that it has access to almost all the important landmarks in Metro Manila. PNR is also much better to use to preserve the environment than to use a car. And it is safer than other alternative transportation, especially for women and children, because they allot two couches for them to avoid unnecessary action for other people, and also allotted two marshals for each couch. This graph showed the 2015 ridership, and the top three stations that were identified are Alabang, Bikutan, and Buendia. The researchers were able to identify the sample size for each of the three stations, which is 100, and a total of 300 respondents for the three stations. So aside from knowing the sample size and identifying the one with the highest ridership stations, facility performance evaluation was also conducted by the researchers, which consists of survey, focus groups, interview, and observation, and walkthrough. Through this evaluation, the researchers were able to determine issues that need to be addressed in the research. So the researchers also used ANOVA through Minitab to determine the significant factors that will be considered in the design of the new facility management system of the Philippine National Railways. In the facility assessment, We have here table 1 showing the current physical ergonomic assessment of the three stations in terms of light, noise, and temperature. While table 2 is the SERVQUAL result showing the factors such as reliability, assurance, tangibles, empathy, and responsiveness. So, in this particular result, Alabang, based on the commuters in Alabang, the systematic flow for the entering and leaving passengers should be their top priority. While for Bikutan, it showed that there is a need for more ticket booths and longer platforms in Buendia Station. To be specific, when it comes to issues regarding facility management system, I have here table 4 giving us the significant factors for each station. For Alabang, they have the following: security equipment, seats in the waiting area, station is rain and heat proof, flow of passengers that is entering and leaving, lighting, markings in the platform. While for Bikutan stations, significant factors are the seats in the waiting area, station is rain and heat proof, length of the train fit the platform, adequate space for entrance and exit, platform can accommodate passengers peak hours, number of ticket booths peak hours, number of ticket booths regular hours, and markings in the platform. While for Buendia Station, these are the factors being considered: security equipment, seats in the waiting area, length of the train fit the platform, platform can accommodate passengers peak hours, adequate space for entrance and exit, flow of passengers entering and leaving, markings in the platform that the train will stop there. So table 5, rank of each factor per station. This shows that the researchers was able to determine the importance ranking of the significant factors per station. So based from the commuters in Alabang, the systematic flow for entering and leaving passengers would be their top priority, more ticket booths in Bikutan, and longer plat station in Buendia Station. Another important information needed in the study is the hourly ridership. And in this table, Monday and Friday has the highest ridership. Since we do have all the data needed in order for us to solve the problem, so the researchers try to use SLP or systematic layout planning in order for us to draw the design of the stations. So in here we have the input, which is the relationship chart or the rel chart. Recall that from our previous discussion, it was observed that from Alabang or from the commuters of Alabang, they are particular with the systematic flow for entering and leaving passengers. While for Bikutan, they focus more on providing more ticket booths. While for Buendia Station, they are particular with having a longer platform. So to answer those issues, we have here table 7 um, showing the standard operating procedures for different facility management in terms of responsiveness, reliability, and tangibles. When it comes to physical ergonomic assessment compared to standard, it is observed that each physical ergonomic property does not meet the OSHA standards. For lighting, all the three stations have a measured lighting of 9.5, 8.2 and 7.3 FC, but its recommended value is at a range of only 10 to 20 or is at 10 to 20 FC. Furthermore, the recommended value for the noise is 57 decibel only, but each station have measured of noise from 109.4, 104.3, and 106.6 dB, which is very high. Maybe the contributing factor is the loudness of the honk of the train. So, in addition to the current physical ergonomics, the researchers also recommend other factors to be considered like um, security, platform properties, capacity, system, and circulation area. Now, in Alabang Station, the significant factors were security, equipment, seats in the waiting area station, flow of passengers entering and leaving, lighting and markings in the platform. While for Bikutan, other significant factors that were obtained are the seats in the waiting area, length of the trail, the ticket booth, platform markings, and the platform length. While for Bendia Station, significant factors that were determined are the security equipment, seats in the waiting area, length of the train, platform, platform to accommodate passengers during peak hours, adequate space for entrance and exit, flow of passengers, and the markings in the platform. So for the design now, we need to consider all those factors that will be incorporated in the house of quality. So in Alabang, it is observed that the systematic flow of passengers entering and leaving the station got the highest rank. So therefore, we need to incorporate that in the house of quality. For Bikutan Station, there is a need for additional ticket booth during peak hours. So it is actually based from the time study that was conducted by the researchers. So the least important for this station is the systematic flow for passengers entering and leaving. And the last, for the Buendia Station, there is a need for longer platform because not all trains fit its platform and there is a tendency that passengers enter the train outside the vicinity of the station. Now, for queuing theory, the researchers computed for the required number of servers for each station using the arrival rate and service time that was conducted. Based from the results, only Bikutan Station has a need to add one more ticket booth in its station because as observed by the researchers, there is only one ticket booth that services all the northbound and southbound passengers. To conclude now, so for phase 1, wherein our objective is to evaluate the current facility management system of the top 3 stations of the PNR. So therefore, the top 3 stations that were evaluated are Alabang, Bikutan, and Buendia Station. On the second objective, the researchers have found out that by inspecting and observing the 3 stations, different needs must be established. Thus, the output for this phase are the factors that are essential to the passengers as follows: security, platform capacity, platform properties, circulation area, and its system. While the third objective, or the last, so the researchers used the SLP to effectively arrange the areas depending on its relationship with other areas. After that, the researchers also used QFD to design a station depending on the customer wants and the factors identified, incorporating that to the new layout design.